I'm back. Hi, 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 hello, hello, hello. I will be doing the talking drum ancestral spread, okay, for a little clarity or excitement, whatever it is. I'll see if I need to pull some wisdom cards at the end of the deck. It's funny that I'm doing the talking drum, and it's about 9:06 right now on Christmas Eve on the natural calendar, 12/24/22, 9:06. Someone's playing music where I stay, so if you do hear any muffling of music or loud rapping, that's what that is. Um, this one might be a little bit longer because I'm going to read the guidance and embodiment of the Goddess Queen oracles. For those that don't know what that is, it's a 6 card spread. I would also be using 3, maybe 4 other cards, excuse me, 2 oracle cards, and I'll also probably pull some tarot as well. We have raise your vibrations as well as as the divine oracle deck. Okay, so grand rising, grand evening, whoever, um, wherever you are, and I'm gonna get started. All right. So the first card is ushering in the ancestral spread. Thank you for the guidance, the wisdom, and the knowledge that will come through in this spread. Let not my voice, nor my opinions, nor my intuition, it's not mine, it's all yours. These are your gifts, your abilities, God, that you have bestowed upon me, and I'm grateful to just be a vessel at this time. So, grand rising and grand evening, who are you? Is the question for the first card. Great ancestor. Grand rising and grand evening, who are you? Great ancestor. Grand rising and grand evening, who are you? Great ancestor. So we have 29, which bows down to an 11. We have Ayla, grief. Okay. So um one card at a time, okay? That's a little long. So we have card 29, which is Ayla. She is the foremost Igbo Alusi deity. The goddess oversees motherhood, fertility, and the afterlife. Okay, so I'm trying to get it to where it's not the glare, freaking light. Bruh. Okay, maybe I just gotta do it like this. Maybe I don't know. It's just the glare. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm laying on this side. Can you see? It's still a glare. It's the computer. Okay. um, after death. Okay, after death. Um, humans return to the womb of Ayla. Okay, excuse me, replanted in the soul to reincarnate. Okay, so that's basically just her definition, who she is, just her brief intro of who she is. She's the goddess of grief. Okay. Igbo is in Nigeria. She is the temple of lovers, and her element is bush, which equals air. So, I mean, excuse me, bush, which equals earth. Excuse me. So, in tarot or in astrological, astrological standpoint, um, she is basically excuse me, ruling in the Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn stands. Okay. Um, her guidance is give spiritual grief, bawl it out, wall it out, wail it out, excuse me, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. Okay. The embodiment of her is you're holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal, but grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to healing this healing is walk through it, okay? Losing a loved one is ultimate heartbreaking, but you also experience griefs after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self love and self care are required. Ask for support, be gentle with yourself, okay? So, that is the embodiment of our great ancestor. So, that is the great ancestor that we have tapping in with us tonight is grief. So, again, it is the holidays, so I don't know about many other people, but for me personally, I have noticed that my grief kind of lasts all year long. Like, okay, I have my moments where I can be hee hee happy, but then I also notice the cycles of like when things happen, traumatic events and things like that happen in my life where I do sink into that grieving moment, regardless if it's in the past or if it's fresh, right? You still have your soul still longs for that person. Your heart still longs for that person, and it is a healing process. You try to, cover it up with substance, drinking, smoking, um working, overload yourself with working, for those that do have that 9 to 5, um things of that sort. So yeah. Card 2, what is present, excuse me, what do I need to know? What is present for me? What do I need to know? What is present that I need to know in this time? We have atit, 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 worthiness. That is a 5, okay? So I'm gonna read briefly on Atit. I'm trying to do this really fast because I don't want to do that. Okay. So we have Atit. She is the goddess of worthiness. She is from Oromo slash Ethiopia. She is the warrior template. Okay. She is also the element of bush. So we have Virgo, Capricorn, and uh Taurus. Excuse me. Um Her intro states that the great goddess Atit, queen of the gods, okay, is a fierce protector of women and girls of the Oromo people of Ethiopia. Her guidance says, stop hiding, shrinking, and playing small. Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree, excuse me. You are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your perfection. You matter. Worthiness is in your veins. Worthiness is your veins. Excuse me. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need your overflowing magic, joy, and vulnerability. The most importantly, we need you. You are deserving and worthy. The beautiful parts of you that everyone likes are worth loving. The parts that you or others dislike are worth loving too. Your creator loves you unconditionally, and her declaration is I matter. I didn't read Ayla's declaration. Ayla's declaration is excuse me. Her declaration says, I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. Okay. So that is what spirit needs from you right now, for you to be reminded and know that you are worthy in this time. Okay. I did get a little choked up there. I don't know if y'all heard it. I was about to cry. But you're worthy, okay? That is what you need to know. That is what's needed from you in this moment, this time of grief, and this time of heartbreak, and this time of seasons and family. Everybody with their family and stuff, not me. I'm like, hey, I already be myself. But you're worthy of that. That could be something that your people don't understand about you. Like, why is she being so nice? Like, why she reading tarot? Like, why she doing that? Like, she denounced God. No, it ain't none of that. Like, you feel me? Just being reminded that you're worthy right now. And that could be also a grief of yours at this time as well. I know that is mine. Because a lot of people was like, oh, you need to get back in church. And da-da-da. Like I said, the cycles. That's another story for another time. Because we do have a lot of more cards to go. Card number 3. What ancestral patterns do we need to be aware of? Shining. Okay. It just with that card alone, I just heard people don't like your shine. You're worthy of this shine. And maybe that could will have you feeling like low and grief because you lose a lot of opportunities because people don't understand you. Family members, that's a 32, so that is a 7. Family, no, what did I say? 7, that's another 5, excuse me. Where did I get 7 from? 7 can be something big too. But that's a 5 5 on top of each other. So it could be a major tower moment, you know? Um, the fact that you're moving forward in a certain direction or you're doing something in a certain direction, regardless if you're young or old, you know, it's been told that we still have to be accountable for something towards somebody in this life, right? So we have Shine, part 32, uh, Mama Jumbo, all right? Mama Jumbo, she is the goddess of Shine. She is the Gunui Bisu, if I said that right. Temple of the Garrets, right? And her element is Bush. So we got a lot of earth energy happening right now. And it's crazy that we do because this is technically Capricorn season. So I'm starting to catch on right now with the third card. That is crazy. She is also the element of Bush, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Her intro states that Goddess Mama Jumbo glitters as guardian of the lush green forest. Oh, so there we go. Hold it right there, and you got it. You got it. Okay. Okay. Um, the green forest of the Genui, or excuse me, I can't read. No, yes, I can't. Let me stop. The Genui Bissau. If her name sounds familiar, it is because Mama Jumbo's name was misconstructed by coloners and replaced with the term Mumbo Jumbo. If anyone ever heard about the lady that was in the circus, this is her with the big old hips and the big ass. Here we go, meaning gibberish. Still she shines, right? Her guidance is you were born to shine, be seen, be heard, be a movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance, right? Her embodiment says daring to rise and shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters and someone needs to hear it. Fear of shining brightly. I'm not gonna cry. Fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment. I'm going to say that one more time. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment. But you are not for everybody. If everyone likes you, you are not really being you. Her declaration is I am ready to be seen and heard. Okay. So that is the pattern you need to be aware of. You know, the time to step out and be bold and shine, let your story be known, as well as come out and tell your story. You know, I just heard fuck them people. Tell your story. Well, fuck them people, tell your testimony. This ponytail is irking me. Mm, pin it or tuck it or something. It's just irking me right now. I don't like that I do. Okay. So yeah, I just heard that too. Like loud and clear, fuck them people. Tell your story. Tell your testimony, excuse me. Tell your testimony. So hey, if I gotta tell my testimony by, you know, sharing what I'm getting intuitively through my cards that, you know, I decided to purchase and look at for myself before I decided to share. So be it, right? Fourth card is where am I blocked? Where am I blocked? Where am I blocked? Thank you. You blocked in your nakedness. That's card 30. Okay. So you could, let's find out what naked means again. Let's find out what naked means again. Again, we have shine. So with this falling next to shine as a blockage, you probably don't want people to know your story. You probably don't want to know let people know like how much you've done, what you've really gone through, etc., etc. Like you don't want that to be known, right? 14 minutes and this is only the fourth card. Okay, so goddess of emotional nakedness, okay? Dysphoria. She is also um a template of the Garrets. I'll read into the Garrets real fast before we finish. She is the element of water, so Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Okay. Her intro says Mami Wata and her sisters live in the Ikpoba River. Excuse me. I'm not mocking nobody. Hey, I love all. I love all. Love is love, right? Okay, so in the Benin City, Nigeria. But the ancient mermaid goddess is her own global python, right? Mami Wata influences emotions and gifts her followers with clairvoyance and healing powers. Her guidance says, hide no more. The emotional nakedness you avoid is your superpower, not your shame. Being emotionally naked, the embodiment, means being vulnerable enough for the real you to shine through. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Practice being transparent. Start with the people closest to you. Say, I haven't been showing the whole me, but I am starting today. Have the courage to feel and express your feelings without people pleasing. Speak your truth, share your story, cultivate and appreciation, excuse me, for vulnerability in others. Become comfortable with feeling uncomfortable and making others uncomfortable. Her declaration says, I have the courage to be vulnerable. Okay, so that's where you're blocked at. Again, knowing when to share your story, knowing when not to share your story, knowing when to come through and show your emotions, knowing when not to come through and show your emotions. Again, I just, like I said before I even pulled this card, I heard it loud and clear. Fuck them people, tell your testimony. So it is what it is, right? If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I don't know about y'all, but it's for me, as I'm getting so far, I have to be able to be comfortable with being uncomfortable with stating where I am today because of past things, right? Because you wouldn't be who you are today if you didn't go through something, right? Or if you're not going through something. Hence the spiritual awakening, right? Everyone's on the spiritual awakening. Everyone's on this religious factor, and who's God and who's Jesus. Is there a God? Is there a Jesus? Or calling him Allah, or calling him Jehovah, or calling him Yeshua, whatever name or whatever factor or beliefs that you stand firm on. It's like that's publicated right now, right? How can I evolve in this time? Can't wait to pull the tarot. This is going to be intriguing. Okay. How can I evolve? Betrayal. Betrayal. Aunt Nessie is the fifth card. Number 20. Now, I always be like, when I see this card, they betrayed me. They did. But listen, just listen. Listen to what she said. Aunt Nancy, shadow of betrayal. The dysphoria Akan, temple, shadows, element, air. So we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It says the Anasi or the uh, excuse me, um, the Kwaku Anasi, the Akan, trickster god, and sacred clown. Okay, snuck into our global folk tales, while the Golai Jichi children heard tales of Aunt Nancy, the tricky Spider Woman. May the Guyanese parents entertained, okay, yeah, my Guyanese parents entertained us with the Nancy stories about her witty teen spider. It says her shadow guidance, okay? Who really betrayed you? Betrayals from other mirrors you betraying yourself. I'll get back to it. The embodiment. Betrayal is a web that disturbs everything you thought you knew. Use discernment in your relationships. Betrayal makes it difficult to trust. But without trust, your relationships are a lie. Read that again. Use discernment in your relationships. Betrayal makes it difficult to trust, but without trust, your relationships are a lie. Trust that no matter what happens and no matter how long it takes, you will survive and thrive. The real question is, how have you betrayed or abandoned yourself? The declaration with this card follows: I am willing to know the truth. So, again, for how you can evolve, instead of being so quick to say somebody else betrayed yourself, what I have learned to do over my this I've had these I've had this deck for 2 years. Harvest. I've had this deck for 2 years. So I have been, doing readings, on myself. If anybody else was willing to, allow me to tap into their energy or read on them or whatever the case, or if there's a situation I need clarity on, I would, go in, not trying to tap into nobody's energy, but like if you involving yourself with me, especially when it has something to do like with relationships, um, and I just like I don't want to be overpowered by my emotions. For this card to fall out over Mami Wata naked, that's emotional. I don't want to be moving on emotions. I want to be moving on logic. I am a Sun and Moon Gemini, so I'm messed up. You feel me? I'm messed up. I'm a Virgo rising. I'm that's Mercury on down the line, right? Um, again, emotions. Freaking Venus is, I believe my Venus is Cancer. So yeah, like I'm very, very heavy on love. And I heard that I think Cancers are the mother of the zodiac. Geminis are the children of the zodiac, etc., etc. So they say. So, I'm yeah. I, I twitch. I'll be like, that don't make sense. Help me make that make sense again. You feel me? So it's like it's messed up because it's like I can have emotion, but I can also have logic with my feelings. And for the moon, if I'm not mistaken, it's feelings and instinct, right? So if I please don't. That's all I'm gonna say is please don't. But how are you betraying yourself? What kind of negative talk have you said to yourself, or you have built to believe or trust that it was so? Like, oh, I can't do tarot because my family's not gonna approve, or I might not become successful as other readers, or I might not you know uh for example, my childhood dream, I want to become a writer. I might not write as good as other writers. I might not be John Singleton I don't want to throw any names off there, but I might not be like these writers. I might not sing like, certain celebrities that actually sing and make pretty good coins off of it. Wink, wink. Okay. um, what do you most want me to know for the sixth card? What do you most want me to know? Running out of cards here. Shuffle didn't come on. What do you most? Thank you. What do you most want me to know? Creativity. And it was in reverse. Okay. So before I read the creativity of the seven sisters, we're gonna read that guide. And again, we still have harvest at the bottom of the deck. I'll get into that at the end. But excuse me. I'm going to read that Garrett for those that might not know what a Garrett is. I just have to remind myself. A Garrett is a storyteller, a historian entrusted with cultural continuum, continuity. The temple of the Garretts physically aligns with your voice, throat, ears, and energetic color radiance of blue. Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, the Garretts we had were Mama Jumbo and Mama Watson. They were Garriets, if I'm not mistaken. We'll look back into that later. So, for what do you most want me to know? Creativity as card number 12, which equals a 3. And it says, I'll do it in the upright because I don't, yeah. Creativity. Goddess of creativity, New Orleans. Template, the conjurers. You know, conjurers mean travel. They also element of air. Gemini, Libra, Case. No, I'm just the seven sisters were a magical, excuse me, mystical New Orleans. What I say? New Orleans family of the identical master psychics and conjure women who never aged, but were they? Were they seven sisters, one shape shifting woman, or seven? Time will never tell. That this I think we did I did a reading with and I never, I didn't read, but now I'm reading it. Here you go. Okay, so is it one woman that could shape shift into seven, or is it seven women that have the power to shape shift? Time will never tell. Nobody will know. Okay, and the guidance that they say create, create, create. You come from conjurers, uh, creators. Your blood remembers. Use your gift to multiply your magic. You are a cosmic Cetrix, or yeah, creatrix, if that is, and creative force, the embodiment. You are a divine nation within one person. How creative do you allow yourself to be? Ah, that is all crazy. Okay. Break out of your comfort zone and into your creative fertility. Hmm. You have the power that creates planets. So, yes, you are creative. No one else opinion matters here. Let your inner child play to awaken your creativity. Creating is manifesting. Okay, the declaration says, I am a creative visionary. Okay, and it fell out in reverse. So, with this deck, reversals actually means pay attention the most. So, with that embodiment and that guidance, that means it could be definitely a time to create. Okay, and that's crazy. I just did that whole speech on betraying yourself, negative talk and telling yourself that you can't do something. But yeah, maybe it could just pick up my energy. Maybe it was just for me. I don't know. We're gonna raise the vibration of this. What do these beautiful goddess energies want us to know? Okay, this is by Kyle Gray. Raise your vibration oracle. All right, this is what they look like. This is what they look like in the back. Okay, that's crazy. All right, this might be a longer read. Longer than the rest. All right, that's crazy. That was just me giving my little testimony. Yeah. That's how I think I betrayed myself. Trusting what everyone else said. You don't read. You can't be a doctor. You too shy. You can't be an actress. You can't stand in front of 10,000, 50,000, 500,000 of people and sell out of. These are the negative things I was saying to myself. For that card to come out in reverse. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But again, it takes time. I gotta be patient with myself. You feel me? I'm not finna rush nothing. I'm good to go with the flow, but I'm also good to have my boundaries as well. We did get that in the last read about looking forward as something to release. You can be looking forward to just me. I don't know about y'all, but I'll be looking forward to the betrayal again. I'll be looking forward to the conflict again because I already see the cycles of things that have happened in my life before. So when it's happening again, it's like it's right there to the touch. You can push the button, So again, that's me betraying myself with negative thought, right? Life is what you make it. So if you think positive outcomes, and it's kind of hard when you have like psychic abilities or strict forced intuition. I'm gonna say strict forced intuition, cause sheesh. All right. So for the grief, who are you in raising this vibration? Who are you in raising this vibration? So Ayla's grief says you are a divine facet or faucet of the universe. Okay. So remember that. You are a divine person of this universe, okay? It's something unique about you, as I just heard. Something unique about you. Even when you're grieving, when you're sad, when you're mad, when you're happy, your energy, your vibration might enlighten other people, heal other people, etc., so on and so forth. What do you need from me? Worthiness. Atif says that my sexuality is sacred. Okay? It's sacred. Know that. Know this. This is what you need to know. This is what she needs from you. She needs you to know that your sexuality is sacred. It's something about your sexuality. It's something about your sex appeal. It's something about your voice. It's something about your body. It's something about the way you carry yourself. It's something about your characteristics. What did I say? Your characteristics. That is sacred, okay? Especially next to that divine face it, like, come on now, you're worthy. It's something about it. And you hold that mantle. It's something about you, baby. Just can't put my finger on it. All right. What ancestor patterns do I need to be aware of? The highest vibration of the ancestral patterns that we need to be aware of. Relationships are assignments, okay? And that comes out with shine. So maybe like there could have been times in, you know, in the past or even right now, like you're in a relationship and it could be, I'm not gonna say, but it could feel like it's karmic. There could be a lot of conflicts. You could probably feel like you can't trust a certain individual or you can't be emotional with this person because they take it for granted, is what I just heard. And just they're reminding you that it's good to shine right now. It's an assignment. You feel me? Um, Maybe you could have a group of people like, yo, I don't want you with him. I don't like when you with him. Like you change when you with him. But maybe it did change you for the better. Maybe it did wake you up to a certain elevation of yourself that other people did not understand. Right? So that's just what that is. That's what I just got from that. For what patterns do I need to be aware of? Not being so quick to fall in love. Shine with the person. If you just friends with the person for 3, 6 months, 2 years, but it's not lifelong. No, it was an assignment. They taught you some things, you taught them some things, and now it's time for y'all to elevate and grow. Whether y'all grow together, continue to grow together or grow separately, I lovingly accept myself. So, maybe that's something that you have to learn in this assignment, okay? Or with this relationship. Where am I blocked? Two cards fell out. I'm gonna take the first one that fell. You're blocked and shining. Again, it is safe for you to shine. Shine. Next to naked. Safe for you to shine came out with nakedness. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, so it is safe for you to shine, right? It is safe for you to shine. It is safe for you to shine with this nakedness. Being vulnerable was the main thing with Mami Wata was, instructing in her guidance or her embodiment was being vulnerable. So again, wow, this is deep. It's not that deep, but it's not that deep, but it's deep. Being safe for you to shine, being vulnerable, being able to allow yourself to show your true self. And when you're angry, when something really pisses you off, when something really makes you sad, when you really frustrated, things like that. It's safe for you to be vulnerable. Maybe your vulnerability is a different light that shows who you really are and how other people can compare and or I just had the word and I can't think of it. How other people can think you relate with you on your vulnerability. Okay. So the fourth card says, where am I blocked? This is crazy. It came out. Letting your fire warm you and not burn you with this betrayal, right? So excessive thoughts is what I'm getting from that. Excessive thoughts. Oh, this person hurt me. I'll never find love again. Or I let this person know about, my last relationship and told them, this is what I will go for. This is what I won't go for. And they tried it. They tried it. They tried and they tried and I tried it with them. And they, go into these negative thought patterns. Well, I gave this person more chances than I gave this person. Well, I should just gave that person a chance and they fucked me over the whole relationship. Shit like that. So it's like and you letting it burn you up. You know, you're holding on to things that you know don't mean you no good. It don't mean you no good. Like it's depleting from you. If anything, you know, it's depleting from you. It's cooking you up on the inside and it's burning you to a crisp. Okay. And that's the betrayal in yourself. You know, you betraying yourself because it's like you knew better. If you knew better, you do better, right? Sometimes we don't. We don't. We go by what we learn in our environment. We go by what we learn on social media. The energies that we pick up from certain musics, you know, depending on when you woke up, or how long you've been woken, awakened, or whatever, things like that. So I'm not gonna stretch that, but that's kind of where I got. Hopefully that made sense to somebody somewhere out there. It made sense to me. I'm working on myself. So. I'm like I said, I'm a babe too. I'm a babe. I consider myself a babe. You know, like I said, Gemini, Moon, and Sun. So I'm still a baby. All right. So what do you most want me to know regarding this highest vibration? Choose kindness. Okay. Again, this is crazy. It's not that crazy, but it is. Again, being able to be kind with yourself. You know, take it easy. Like you don't have I'm not saying play victim to what has happened or what you have learned throughout your life, but it does come a time where it's like, okay, this is where I fucked up. This is what I did, and now you have to learn how to forgive yourself and choose to be kind and gentle and patient with yourself so that you can create, you know, these beautiful outlets and creations and profiles and videos and music and stuff like that. Choose kindness, you know, with yourself and with others. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we said you are safe here. So you're definitely safe here. Give me 1 second. And I'm back. So the overall energy was you are safe here, okay? And for the goddess deck we had harvest. I'll get to that real fast so we can get to moving. Harvest is 43. Card 43. She is also a what the heck? Never mind. A water element. She is the template of high priestess, okay? She's the goddess of harvest, Baga, okay? Her name is Abo, is a Baga fertility goddess, and Nimba is her living spiritual healing mask. Together they embody the sacred feminine and abundance, okay? Her guidance is give thanks, you are being blessed. It is harvest time. Pay attention. A season of great harvest is a season, excuse me. A season of great harvest. A season of great harvest is a season of great epiphanies. You are prospering. The embody the embodiment states harvest is when you reap the blessings that you have sown. The harvest is not just the fulfillment of your dreams, but the creation of them. Your thoughts, your imagination, the blessings or the blessing of you being here another day on this earth. This that is a harvest, okay? So being on this earth is also a harvest. Every day you wake up, you wake to grow in a different, we can get to that later. It says, what seeds of generosity, love, support, and goodwill can you sow in your community to create a bountiful harvest for all? The declaration says, we are always prospering. And underneath her was card number 17, brazen, being bold, okay? And then under that was resistance. So you can be resisting definitely in this time. You know, again, stepping out of your comfort zone, being vulnerable, resisting your vulnerability. You know, that's me all the way. I'm not going to deny it. I'm like, yo, I don't want to be around friends, families. I don't want no boyfriends. I don't want no lovers. You feel me? I'm going to be in my true masculine energy. Okay? Whatever and that is and could be. You feel me? I'm straight locked down. You feel me? I'm not having it. I don't want to. I don't want to. That's just me, you know, and I'm resisting a lot, you know, being invited out. I'm like, nah, I can feel people tugging on my energy, wanting me to come out, wanting to see me, wanting to talk to me, wanting to come around me. Like, yo, let me come to your house. And I'm like, yo, no. Like, pass, send me your Addy. And I'm like, for what? For what? Ain't it over here? Ain't nothing to do over here, man. Ain't it over here? I mean, nah, I can't help you. And that's me. I'm resisting that. You feel me? Regardless if I have sown bountiful where's my charger? Regardless if I have sown bountiful seeds and things of that sort, I'm just not having it. I'm just not in the mood for it. I'm still going through a process right now where I need to purge and cleanse myself from what I have allowed happen. Again, I don't want to blame anyone in particular. I don't want to put the blame on nobody because, again, like I said, with this betrayal and letting the fire warm you, not burn you, I knew better. Okay? Or did I know better? Is the thing. I knew better. I knew my intuition was telling me one thing and I disobeyed. That's me. I said that in, I think, another reading of mine. I am a rebel. Okay? Sometimes I obey, sometimes I don't. Okay? And it is what it is. I just heard devaluing yourself. I have devalued myself in areas, and then I had to be able to speak life back into myself, even when I sowed seeds of speaking life into others, and they did not do the same. So again, harvest, and it's safe. It's safe. You are safe here. Excuse me. You are safe here. So maybe right now in this time, a lot of people are not going out. A lot of people are not allowing a lot of people in. A lot of people are not giving a lot of people second chances, whatever the case may be. There's a lot going on, and it's a lot not being said as well. So, hey, as long as, I put my hands up, I put my hands up and I surrender. I surrender it all. You feel me? And I always say, like, my heart, where I was at in it. Show me my wrongs and where I did wrong, and that's what happened. That's what was done. All right, so divine energy, great ancestor. Can I have more divine energy on who you are? Accepting disappointments gracefully. Wow. Wow. Okay. With grief. Okay. Okay. You are a divine facet of the universe. Accept disappointments gracefully. Okay. If you thought you were gonna have that job for 3 years, work on this job for 3 years, and be promoted from a swabber to a dom. I mean, excuse me, I'm gonna skip the whole thing, but being from lower class to head manager, work your way up to the top. Accept that. Accept that you had to sacrifice and let that go. Accept that disappointment. Accept that disappointment in you thinking that your support group was really supporting you. Accept that. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Accept that. Accept that your community has discarded you or set you up for failure, or someone was doing spell work on you. And I truly think and trust that the language we speak are spells. When we pray for one another, I truly believe that is a spell. Regardless if you don't want to say it or not. If you don't want to believe that or not. You don't want to trust in that or not. I think that. That's just me. Those are my thoughts. Because when somebody do something messed up towards you, you go to somebody else instead of you going to that person and you start talking about that person to somebody else. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know why they did that. They should have did this and did. What is that? Oh, well, she needs to just do that. What is that? Okay, yeah, you not hocking and hiding and over candles and drawing pentagrams and all that shit, but you're still manifesting something in your mind, in your heart, and it's coming out. You're putting it out in the atmosphere. Once it comes inside and you agree on that, your mind and your heart agree on that, and you speak on it again with the betrayal. How have you betrayed yourself? You had other people tell you wasn't shit, you wasn't gonna be shit, you wasn't gonna amount to nothing, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not a psychic, this, that, and the other. Then you start believing that. But then once you, like I said earlier, you get to that level of where you are on your journey, on your awakening, nothing can stop you. And then again, those same individuals that doubted you, that have disappointed you, okay, what do you need from me? Engage in higher reason. Engage higher reason. Okay? Worthiness. My sexuality is sacred. So, on a scale from 1 to 10, okay, what is the higher reasoning for you? Okay? That can be physically. Like when I say physically, I mean like on the earthly plane. Like, for example, I'm not working at this time. So what will be my higher reasoning? Um, Going to a shelter, volunteering, at a hospital because I hold a certain, credential or something, and doing things of that sort. Engage in higher reasoning, doing my readings out loud to myself as I'm recording, and then thinking, maybe I should post it. Post it. Hey, you want to see what I did? Look what I did. This is what I got. Do you guys have these cards? Can you follow along with me? They tell me, am I right? Am I right? Am I wrong? What you got? What they tell y'all? Like, engage in higher reasoning. That's what I got from that. And you're worthy of it, okay? You're worthy of engaging in higher reasoning. There's something higher on this mission that we can probably never fathom our mind to as a collective, and I'm pretty sure like if there was a whole congregation of psychics in the room together, like we probably wouldn't be able to fathom the type of shit we can do as a collective if we were all on one accord and of course with the get on that later. What divine ancestral patterns do we need to be aware of making plans? So we have this relationship. Relationships are assignments and shine. Make a plan, okay? Make a plan. Make a plan on how you want to assert yourself and engaging higher. Make a plan on when you have these setbacks and these disappointments. Who can you go to call on? Right now, I'm calling on myself. I'm calling on God and my spirit team, but I'm speaking it out into existence because I can't just sit here and read it and just talk, 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 and not have no one agree. You feel me? It take one or two to come and agree to understand what's being said or the message, this, that, and the other, right? So make a plan. Relationships are assignments. Um, Maybe my relationship with this newfound journey that I'm physically embarking on, because I've read tarot, in high school on the phone, on the computer, tarot card daily, horoscope for the day, the the baby shit. So make a plan. Make a plan on how you want to engage in your next relationship, how you want to move forward in your next relationship with somebody or in a current relationship if anyone's dealing with anybody, you know, or yeah, any relationship that goes for family members too. Like how I'm engaged with y'all, how I'm gonna be around y'all, like how I'm gonna come sit in y'all face and not act like I didn't hear what was going on in 2017, even though I wasn't there. Where are my blocks? Whoa, caught it. Choosing friends wisely. In choose friends wisely. Okay? Again, being vulnerable, shape for you to shine. Um, Again, being in love with love, right? Not everybody can be in love with love. This falls on the emotional part, which is crazy. And for somebody to have earth, water, I don't have no fire, but to have, I mean, on the planet whatever. Somebody explain that to me later because I need to know the difference. Well, I know I heard it was something about the opposite, like okay, your sun, your moon, and then you have the signs that was sitting in the opposite direction from the actual placement of the time. I got that part. So if I'm right around there, somebody break it down a little bit down deeper, dumber to me, okay? Not saying dumber, but like just a little bit. If I have it right. But if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. As far as in the birth chart and the astro the astro alignment. Okay? So choosing friends wisely. Um damn. Damn. Okay. 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 Okay, so being in love with love, right? You can be somebody that has a real high empathy radar, right? You can hear somebody's story, you can see a person's struggle, and you can empathize to the inside of their large intestine, right? So deep, so deep. But not truthfully know, and this is me, I'm guilty of this, but not truthfully know who that person is, what karma is attached to that person, or if that person was someone of a different lifetime or even in this lifetime that you were not aware have always been there. I've had that. I've had those epiphanies where there was somebody who was always there and you never realized that they was always there. Um Prime example. I had a friend, okay? He was a guy. Okay? We went to school together, right? Elementary. Um I seen him in middle school, right? High school, we separated. Didn't see him no more until I'll say maybe sophomore year, going into junior year of high school. We didn't go to the same high school, but then I started to see him in the neighborhood where I stayed at that time. So I was like, what the fuck? Like nigga, we went to the YMCA, first grade, second grade, fifth grade. Like you keep popping up. And I'm not good with names, but I will never forget a face. Ever forget a face. Depending on you had some work done or something like that. Because I've heard people, I didn't know that was you. Like, I'm not going to say physical work, but I've changed. So it was just like, and I had to sit back and think about it one day. And I was like, hold up. This was somebody since I was a kid. I mean, like preschool, kindergarten. And then I go to a school, it's the same kid. And then I changed from one elementary school, go to another elementary school, and boom, here go the same kid. Right? We go to the same after school program. We're not going to the same school. We're going to the same after school program. Now we with the YMCA. Okay. And then middle school come. I see your face around still. We're not like the same school, but I still see your face around. Then there's a period where we're just not around each other at all. And then the summer before junior year start, here you are. Explain to me that. But again, our friendship wasn't to like for us to see each other and befriend each other and hang out like we did when we were in the YMCA. When we was in the YMCA, we talked, we played, he was, I like you. I'm like, boy, we was kids. We was kids. But even when we did meet, like we would say hi, we would, we wouldn't chill deep like that, like I did with like my other friends in that time, in those times. But that was a friend. Like, my mom knew his dad. His dad knew my mom because we knew each other. We went, like I said, we was in YMCA program together. So, that's just one example of choosing friends wisely. Even though we were not able to get back on board and see each other. And it was just like when we seen each other, it wasn't even like a hey, it was like a I didn't say nothing, he didn't say nothing, but we just looked at each other like, and then we was like, you don't know who I am, you ain't gonna say nothing. Like, nigga, I know who you are, you ain't gonna say nothing. And then it was like that. So it was like, yeah, choosing your friends wisely. I don't know if I was with my guy at the time that I was dating, or I know he was with a girl. He was with a Hispanic girl. So I was like, okay, that gotta be his girlfriend. So I don't want to overstep my boundaries, because yeah. But anyway, safe for you to shine, being vulnerable, and choose your friends wisely. Okay, being naked, being able to use your intuition and know what you need to know, like who's meant to be in your energy, in your soul tribe, who's meant to stick and who's meant to just pass, right? All right, so enough of that story time. Divine energy on how to evolve. Divine energy on how to evolve. Divine energy. I don't know if it's shit on how to evolve. We have two. It's the last two, so I'm gonna take it. So the first one I feel I was being open to love. Okay, how to evolve. Being open to love yourself. Okay, because we did have how did you betray yourself? Yes, you can betray somebody's trust being in a relationship. Yes, you can betray somebody if somebody, especially if somebody is intuitive and have psychic abilities and have clairvoyance where they can hear your thoughts and hear your conversations from way across the goddamn globe. And then when you get in that person's face, you wonder why they looking at you sideways. It's because you already picked up that sense, right? So that's another story, another time for another place, another time, another time. Being open to love. Okay, so you can have your guard down. I mean, your guard up right now to where it's like I've been treated bad. I've been betrayed. This person has betrayed my trust. This person has went against me time and time again. This person has not listened to me when I have tried to let them know, and you could have let it burn you inside. It could have burnt you inside because when somebody, especially if they talk about I love you, and they want to be in a relationship with you, and they going against the grain of you setting your boundaries and you being who you are, and it ain't like you speaking gibberish or you going and they don't understand you speaking. Y'all supposed to be speaking the same language, right? So then you should be able to understand where I'm coming from, right? Again, that's betraying yourself, especially if somebody's not all the way there where you are. So again, being ready to be open to love. Again, don't let it burn you. Don't let your past decisions or the past hurt burn you up inside to where you become nothing and you disintegrate and you can't build from the ashes. But then again, anything is impossible. Nothing's impossible. Anything's possible, right? So again, being open to love. And then we have, what do you most want to know? Strengthen your gifts. Choose kindness, creativity, and strengthen your gifts. Okay? Choose kindness in this time. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Live your soul, not your role. All right. And know what's what. Now, I'm going to grab the tarot. I was going to grab some wisdom. I don't even know if I want to grab tarot for this because this kind of just say everything that it needs to say right now. I hope I just said everything that I needed to say with this, right? Like I really don't think we need tarot. Maybe some wisdom. I do want to look at the tarot just to get like who did what. But grab my self-care wisdom deck, okay? We have friends showing up inside, so maybe there is a time for you to have a friend, to be open to, have a friend in this time, right? So if somebody needs a friend, I wanted a friend. My friend hurt my feelings really bad, so I don't want to be his friend. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I don't trust nobody now. So yeah, this is definitely for me. I have to be open to love. I have to strengthen my gifts and be able to tell, and choose my friends wisely. Because some people can act like they really love you, and then when they get away from you, they talk about you like a dog. Okay? Like a roof. Okay? I mean, big barking. Big barking. Okay? So, yeah. You got to make a plan and strengthen your abilities to know, like, whew, man, it's story time at a time, everything. All right, wisdom, great ancestor. Let's see how long. Ooh, shit. Okay, we got two. So we have kindness for wisdom of grief. We got Ending with kindness and beginning with kindness. I just bent this card all the way up. I want to not like talk for a minute to see how long, but forget it. Okay, so we have kindness. What if being kind to yourself really could change everything? You see what I'm saying? So accept your disappointments gracefully. You are a divine facet of the universe, okay? Especially in your grief. So they understand what's going on with you. The world might not understand what's going on with you. Your family, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your lover, your husband, whoever, they might not understand what's going on with you. But you and God understand what's going on with you. All right? And right now, he's telling you, she's telling you, spirit is telling you, your ancestors are telling you, be kind to yourself. Because you've been beating yourself up just as bad as we've been beating you up. And you need to start being kind to yourself right now, okay? So it's almost going on we're still in there. All right. So what do you need from me? What wisdom, what wisdom do you have for me? Excuse me. Excuse me. Did I put that card back? I guess I did. I did put that card back. So we have something. No, no, it was just one card. So we have feelings. Okay? Feelings. What do you need from me? Feelings. Feelings. Bruh. Feelings begins with feeling. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. Okay. So right now, maybe I really just sense that right now you need to be alone. Okay. I don't know who that's for. I know I do. I I ain't gonna sugarcoat. Yeah. I know I do. I know I do. Cause yo, I know I do. I know I do. As bad as I didn't want to, as bad as I wanted a lover and a friend, and I wanted a marriage and the white picket fence and the Cinderella castle and the glass slipper and the wedding and the prince, is I know I wanted all that. I lost all that. I lost all that passion, and now I have to build myself back up to know that I'm worthy of these things. And right now, you are worthy to feel what you feel. Okay, I feel like that is honest to God truth. And it's sacred right now. And not a lot of people can tap into that. And if they don't understand you, they are not for you. They are not for your that they are not on this ride with you. They don't need to be in your corner when it comes to rise against the odds and beat the odds and stand against all and get the true worthy and recognition and shine that you need right now in this time or whenever this do happen. Yo, be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart because when you break a glass, it's never the same again. You can fix it. Yeah, you might be able to fix a broken glass, but it's not going to be the same. It's definitely not going to be the same. So, in order for you to heal, you need to feel. Okay? And I've said that. I've posted that on my personal page that I'm numb. You feel me? When I became numb, that means everything I used to give a fuck about, I no longer. It was no longer. It was no longer. All right? Real nigga shit. E40. Check it out. Art of storytelling. If you don't know, then you know. Now you know. All right. I'm only a baby. Like I said, I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. Wisdom on the ancestral patterns that I need to be aware of. We have listen. Okay. People start to heal the moment they feel heard. So it's definitely some healing energy going on this whole reading. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I need to read the tarot. I don't want to look at the tarot because the tarot gonna pull it out. It's gonna pull it out. Okay. So listen in this time. Make a plan. These assignments of these relationships that you are shining in or that you're helping others shine in, because maybe it's not for you to shine. I honestly have always been a person, I put myself in the background and let you go ahead of me. You feel me? I'll put myself last and let you go ahead of me and shine ahead of me. Go ahead and do you. You feel me? And I lost a lot. You feel me? Like I said, I lost a lot. So, I was able to listen and empathize, like I said, empathize with the inside of the large intestine. And just, now it's time to make a plan. How you gonna go about it this time? Not in competition. No competition is needed, but relationships are assignments. Whether it's for the rest of each other's life, or if it's just for a season. Okay? It's meant for something to happen. You gotta hear, you gotta listen. Wisdom on where I'm blocked. Can I get some wisdom on this blockage? Naked, choose friends wisely, safe for you to shine, beauty. It says today you are a creator, a curator of beauty. Okay? You are blessed with moments that let you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that all is well in the world. Okay? So again, that's crazy. Everything's lining up so perfectly, sort of. Yeah, not sort of. Sorry, excuse me. Not sorry, but excuse me. Choose your friends wisely. Being naked and safe for you to shine. Um, your beauty, again, your voice, your character, the way you speak, the way you think, the things you say, the way you walk, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself. So it's safe for you to shine and choose your friends wisely. That I feel like that is a warning as well as a direction to choose your friends wisely, because it says beyond a shadow of a doubt all is well in the world. But you can have people in your circle, family circle, soul tribe circle, friendships, and they might not, they might be jealous of you. They might, I'm just saying, they might really be jealous of you. Like, you can do this. My mama don't let me do that. I had that line. I'll be like, dang, your mama let you come on, don't let me do that. You feel me? And then you have like, oh, your mama did your hair like that? Like, why your mama did your hair like that? Like, I'm still wearing barrettes. Why your mama did your hair like that? You know what I'm saying? So you choose your friends wisely. Because again, like I said, when you feel something and you think something, and those are not positive thoughts, I do trust and truly believe that those are spells. It's still spell work. Oh, I hate her. I hope her hair fall out. I'm gonna fight her and pull her hair out. Oh, that bitch can't fight. Like, you saying negative stuff to pin on this person, and once it's in the air energetically, you see what I'm saying? Like, how is that not spell work? Oh, I hate you. If you're saying that in the heat of a moment, right? I'm gonna get back to it, because let the fire warm you, not burn you. If you saying it in the heat of a moment, right? Out of emotion, when your mind clicks in, then it's gonna be like, do you really hate that person? You just hate the fact that they don't understand you completely, or they can't, they're not operating on your level completely, or they don't know what you know, or they're not going to trust what you know completely, because that's not what they believe in, right? So, or they don't trust is real. I just heard that they don't trust is real. So, hey, it is what it is. If that's the case, why you got satanics? Why do you have atheists? Atheists don't believe or trust that is real. They're based on energy, right? What is energy? Another conversation for another day. Anywho, wisdom on how can I evolve. Wisdom on how I can evolve. No. I caught it. Yes, I'm in my bed. Friend. Wow, this was a good friend. A good friend is be a good friend to yourself as you are to others. See, I was just saying it. Being open to love, don't let the inner fire warm you in betrayal. Why be giggity goddamn damn it? Okay. Let's get to the next card. What wisdom for what you want me to know most? Wisdom on what you want me to know most. Shine. Again. Wisdom on what do you most want me to know? Shine. Okay? Don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talent to give shine brightly. Strengthen your gifts. Choose kindness and creativity for the last placement. And then right here we have boom, surprise, release your expectations and be open to surprise. And then underneath that we had self-worth. Why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? Okay? So I don't know what's going on. I really do want to go and pull this tarot. I really want to go ahead and pull this tarot real fast because every card ricocheted and balanced off of each other with these messages, okay? And this can be for somebody else, but this is definitely for me. This is definitely for me. I 100% resonate this. I don't know about anybody else. There's times where, I didn't listen. When people told me, like, oh, you need to leave him. He ain't no good. He this, that, and the other. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, no, he's a sweetie. God placed us together. We had a supernatural experience when we met the butterflies and this, that, and the. Okay. And then I have other, I got the devil on the other. Butterflies are the devil. What do you think they say when a butterfly come, a butterfly effect happen? I thought that was only for negativity, people that was thinking negative. But anyway, another story for another time. It's already been on this reading for an hour. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do another reading again, but I am going to go ahead and shuffle and get some tarot, okay? Because, yo, I want to see what going on right here, okay? So, again, great ancestor, what is it that you need me to know? Who are you? Okay, who are you? So, um, Gemini sun, patience is needed, okay? So, I guess patience is needed and calculations are being evaluated at this time as well, okay, with the page of swords. Let's get some more communication, right? We have communication, kindness, to accept disappointment successfully, right? Okay, what is needed? Show me why all this was needed. So for worthiness, sexuality is sacred, engage in higher in feelings. It was called because of a King of Cups. Okay. So, what is needed from you at this time? Your emotional intelligence is needed from you at this time. Your trust is also needed for you at this time. Maybe again, as I stated, um, I just heard that maybe there's a King of Cups that was delayed in coming towards you to give you some type of news, right? Right, is why we came out with this grief first, and then right following after was this worthiness. So this King of Cups probably knows your worthiness. King of Cups has the Pisces symbol on it, but it can also be Cancer or Scorpio, but it definitely can be Pisces. This person can have Pisces highly aspected in their chart. Let's say maybe it's in their Neptune, right? Ideas and intuitions. So yeah, they could have Pisces in their Neptune of ideas and intuition. So maybe this person had an idea, as I said, to come and state something towards you, but they were blocked or stopped with some type of disappointment, and they had to go back and, reassess and reevaluate and fill some things out and engage maybe a little bit higher in a certain situation. Okay. So, for the ancestral patterns that we need to be aware of, we have Mars, action and energy, as well as Scorpio. Okay. So again, listening, and it falls right next to choose friends wisely. So maybe you're learning something, or something was being learned, right, to build on success. Okay. And yeah, there was a plan that was made to come forth, right? Or maybe there was someone else in the picture. That's what I just heard. That was in the picture. So the reason why they were blocked, yeah, they had to walk away, or they had to go and travel, right? They had to escape a situation and travel to do something else. It's that Pisces card again. So I guess I was in there, okay? So this Pisces wanted to come and communicate something, but was delayed, right? It could have been you was with somebody, or they seen something and they was like, yo, I'm curious, I want to see. And maybe they intelligence led them to do something else, or they were also involved with something, or was called to work somewhere else or go somewhere else, leaving this news or this forward movement to come forward, right? With the Eight of Cups. So from the involvement, what is this involvement? Did this just flip over? It just flipped over. And it's been coming out a lot. The Tower. Okay. So I think something definitely happened. Could have been with a job. Or they could have learned something that they didn't like. And it caused them to feel a little bit too vulnerable. They didn't like the way they was feeling. Or they felt like that they wasn't enough. And they decided to walk away. Like, y'all, I'm gonna just walk away. I'm gonna leave it alone. I've reached my limit. I don't think nothing else gonna come from this. Maybe I need to look inside myself, etc., etc. And they were disappointed. Maybe they were disappointed in what was said to them, or they were disappointed to what their feelings were in the situation and caused them to walk away. And this caused a major tower moment in whoever was involved. Okay, so far we have Pisces, Gemini, and Capricorn so far as signs that are up here. Okay. Um, I'm gonna say this King of Cups seen something. This King of Cups seen something, right? They seen something. And it could have been a group of people as well. They seen something and they was like, yo, I don't like what I just seen, right? Right? Because I see chakras, right? And then somebody was like, I can move forward. I can move forward. I know I can, right? And somebody was like, but I have something to tell you, right? To protect you. Guard yourself. Okay? Probably said tonight. Right now is not the right time. So let me go start on this reading for an hour. Okay. So for this what we need to know section. Yeah. And I said that. I was like, maybe this person was involved with somebody else. We have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and the Three of Swords popped out. So maybe this King of Cups did see, let's just say, this King of Cups seeing this Page of Swords do something or with somebody, right? Or this Page of Swords wanted to try to make some type of gesture towards this King of Cups. But notice and seeing that this King of Cups was working with the Three of Pentacles, with a team, or this team and this King of Cups was working, vice versa, however it goes, was working together. And they decided, like, yo, we gotta let this go. We can't move forward with this. We gotta go. We gotta abandon mission. We can't say nothing. We can't do nothing. We just gotta travel. You feel me? We gotta travel. We gotta let this go. We gotta find a different view is what I just heard, and look at it from a different point of view, a different direction is what I just heard, and accept this as a disappointment and walk away. Okay. And when the person walked away, whoever walked away, it caused disaster, trauma, as well as revelations was made. Okay. And somebody felt trapped, or somebody was told something that had them to feel trapped. Okay. And they were victimized in this sense. Okay. Leaving them heartbroken, powerless, as well as unhappy. Okay. That is really all I got. That took a weird little turn. So I think I just feel like that's why we're being, guided to choose our friends wisely. Okay, know that you're worthy of love, especially because the King of Cups is water again with the emotions, right? Emotional intelligence, knowing that you're worthy, your intelligence is on point, and you're worthy to feel the way you feel with these feelings, okay, and engaging higher. Yeah. I hope I explained that right. But that's what I got. If you've listened this far, I appreciate you. I don't usually wear glasses, but my eyes are a little messed up tonight. And fix my eyes, and I'll be back to my nakedness. Hopefully, quick. Hopefully you can see like one of my eyes look kind of like. But yeah, That's all I have. I don't think I'm gonna do any more readings tonight because now I understand. um, yeah. Again, for the signs we do have a lot of air. We have three airs, two bushes, and two. No, excuse me, three bushes, two waters, and three airs. Two airs, excuse me, two airs, two waters, and two airs, two waters, and three bushes. One, two, three bushes. No, I did that completely wrong. Excuse me. One water, three bushes, and two airs. Okay. Um, and then we have Pisces, Capricorn. That's air. I mean, excuse me, Earth. What the fuck? Pisces twice. Um, Pisces and Scorpio, water. On the tarot, and then we have Capricorn, Earth, and then we have Libra and Gemini. Okay. So again, that's it. That's all I have. That's all I have left in me. Um, if I do post this, like, share, and subscribe. You don't have to, because I mean, it's just for whoever listened. But if you did listen this far, it's been an hour. Hopefully, I can edit this shit. um, but yeah, comment below for any of my fellow community leaders in Tarot Land that have these cards or know the meaning of these cards, etc., or how it resonated with you. Um, share with me, I'll share with you. That's all I have. And y'all have a great and peaceful holiday to the best of y'all ability. Stay up, prayed up, and I'll get back to y'all later. All right, deuces.